I'm wondering, so Red has got a video about Pokimane, and I'm wondering if it has to do with, I know like some footage recently surfaced with Pokimane in regards to uh like fucking Nina J or whatever the fuck her name is that said that her and the other bitch Zoe that sexually assaulted Saeed, and like some old footage of her surfaced with her on like a podcast with her or something, where that stupid bitch Nina was basically acting like the thug wannabe that she is, and basically saying she does get Nina Lynn, that's whatever the fuck her name is, where she was like saying like she basically doesn't want a man, she wants a simp slash slave that will basically like give her all of his money, and they will never have sex unless it's, in her words, for procreation. Oh, really? She got banned again for what? Another 24 hours? Did she? When did she catch when did she catch her latest ban? And how long is it actually going to last this time? And what about Zoe? Nick, I'm guessing I'll look at the streamer bans after we finish here. I'm guessing there was probably such an uproar because she only caught a 24-hour ban before, and Twitch might have actually gone, uh-oh, almost immediately after she got unbanned. Oh, I think maybe Twitch knew they fucked up. We'll see. We'll see how long her actual ban is, because realistically, her ban needs to be permanent. She needs to be permanently banned off the platform for what she did. Wait, her second ban was less than 24 hours? Really? So she gets banned for less than 2 days, and then her second ban was less than fucking Twitch. Why am I not surprised? No, Dragon Tank, it's what she did to Saeed. Her and Zoe sexually assaulted another streamer live on stream. Zoe held him in a headlock and forced him to basically get twerked on by Nina. In the meantime, he's begging them to stop and is in tears because I'm pretty sure he's a previous victim of abuse in the past and probably has PTSD. Oh, she got her banned again within 20 hours. Well, okay. If it's not a permit, it's not good enough. Anyway, let's see what's going on with Pokimane here.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So today we're going to be talking about Pokimane, of all people, because her friendship and platforming of some specific Twitch streamers is being
this is
called
what I was
into
talking
question,
about.
and people like Asmongold have been calling her out.
This is what I was just talking about.
Seemingly having no response to some allegations that those specific streamers are facing, and now Pokimane has come out with a response that many people are very critical of.
Yeah, because the incident in question is Nina Lynn was, as I said, she basically said she doesn't want a partner. She wants a slave that she can take all their money, never fuck them, and who is completely subservient to her. I'm actually putting it more genteelly than she did, because she doesn't know how to speak other than that fucking ghetto rat slop that comes out of her mouth. She doesn't know how to fucking speak proper English, so she has to talk ghetto. And the whole time Pokimane was sitting next to her just going, oh, stop. And that was what Pokimane was doing the whole time. And Pokimane didn't like say anything like, bitch, you want a slave, you don't want an actual partner, and was just giggling like a dumbass LA streamer the whole time.
But yeah, it has a lot to do with recent stream where she was platforming this Nina Lynn individual that we talked about a few days ago, who was involved in a very disturbing situation where people were...
Yeah, but Ghost, you are correct. The pay kink is a thing. It is. However, Nina Lynn is not doing it as part of kink. She's not doing it as play. She literally doesn't think of men as anything other than objects, and basically just looks at them as biological wallets, and literally just thinks that men are there to live under her boot. Which, flip the genders. If it was a guy that said that about girls, how fucking fast do you think that guy would get canceled? If a guy with the popularity and the platform that she has went on stream and someone asked him, you know, what's your type of guy, what's your type of girl, and his response it would have been simply, a girl where my bank account is my bank account and her bank account is my bank account, and she does everything I say. She never talks back, and we'll flip it around back and say, and I can fuck her whenever I want. Doesn't matter if she's in the mood or not. Granted, Nina Lynn said we will never have sex except for procreation. So it's a little flip there. Yes, cool. Yes, Pat. That's exactly it. She's the female fucking Andrew Tate. Mm-hmm. And how fucking fast would she get canceled if it was a guy that was saying that on the Twitch platform? How fast do you think? Like, seriously. The double standard is fucking disgusting.
Accusing her of assaulting a man live on Twitch, but here's the clip in question.
Wait, you didn't fully tell us about your type.
Oh, yeah. Domesticated. My type is the obeying type.
By the way, as this cunt decides to open her gob and make noises come out of it, chat, I have a question. Tell me she doesn't sound like a man. Okay? Listen to her speak. I don't know how many of you heard her speak before. Listen to how she speaks and tell me if she doesn't sound rather masculine.
Yeah, my type is the obeying type. I need obeying. I need you to listen. Not too much talking. Shut up when you need to. Mind your own business. Make sure my business is running good. If I need assistance in anything, you have to drop everything and help me. Your wallet is my wallet. My wallet is my wallet. Yeah, any girls you talk to better be your sister or your mom. Other than that, don't talk to them too much either. Mom, maybe yes, because that's mom. And then any of your brothers that are homies, they have to check in with me. Because in order to find the secrets of their boyfriend, you go through them. So I have to have all their contacts. Location is always on, and I have an air tag in your car without you knowing.
Yeah, so she's a psychopath. She's a psychopath. Fly the fuck out. There's no other word to describe it. She definitely sounds like she'd be a ladyboy. Yeah, I think there needs to be a check there. Is she jealous because she's smaller than the other guys? I don't know. But she is a fucking psychopath. Like, literally, she doesn't want a partner. She wants a slave. And not in the kinky fun type of way. She wants a literal fucking slave. Yes, Dolbed, she is the one that assaulted Saeed on stream. That her and another girl, Zoe. Zoe held the guy down, and this cunt decided to just twerk all over him when he's begging them to stop. Because, as I said, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe Saeed may have been a victim of abuse in the past and might actually be suffering PTSD because of it. And, it left him, crying. He was, crying afterwards because they assaulted him. And she didn't fucking care. She made an absolute bullshit apology that she did not mean. And now you listen to her, she is a psychopath. She's an absolute fucking psychopath. She's a misandrist fucking psycho. And Pokimane's just sitting here, tee-hee, hee-hee, oh, yeah, you're so funny, you're a psychopathic whore, oh, tee-hee, you're so funny.
Valid. What if she wants a slave?
Yeah. And did you just hear that? After she said all of that, after she detailed out that she wants a slave, in the worst sense of the word, again, this is not the kinky, fun BDSM type of slave, where both parties are, into it. She literally just wants a flat-out fucking slave because she is a lazy bitch, and a jealous bitch, Listen to what Pokimane says afterwards.
And have an AirTag in your car without you knowing.
Valid.
What if she wants a slave? And what about it?
This dumb cunt, whoever the hell she is, oh, that's valid, girlfriend. That's valid that you want a slave. And Pokimane is like, sure, she wants a slave. What about it? She's like, yeah, I'm all in. Yeah, men should be slaves to women. Again, reverse the genders. Reverse the genders. And if this was a trio of guys sitting here saying exactly this, what do you think would happen? What do you think would happen if it was a trio of men that was sitting here saying all of this? They would be canceled. People would be petitioning Twitch to have them banned, and Twitch would ban them. Twitch 100% would ban, if this was three guys doing this, Twitch would ban at least the Nina J insert. They would 100% get fucking banned. But because they're hot LA streamers, Twitch is like, oh, you go, girlfriend. And they only banned Nina J because everybody jumped on Twitch and said, if you do not ban this bitch, we are dogpiling your ass. That's the only reason why Nina J got banned in the first place, is because the old footage came up in lieu of everything that happened at Comic-Con. Yeah, because the thing she caught a ban for was from like almost a year ago. But it resurfaced in the wake of what happened to Emaru and what happened at TwitchCon. And because it surfaced and everybody was like, oh, I hate Twitch, what the actual fuck? And so Twitch actually said, oh, well, maybe we should actually try and do something to save our platform. And they banned her. It was less than a 2-day, and they unbanned her. And you guys are saying they immediately banned her again. Honestly, if it's anything less than a permaban, it's unacceptable. Anything less than a permaban for this bitch is unacceptable. Because she is a criminal. She's a criminal and a psychopath. She does not belong on Twitch. She doesn't.
Her type. People have preferences. Yeah.
Well, thanks to Pokimane for dealing with the insufferable voice of Nina Lynn, but things have gotten worse. In fact, Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer, the two people involved with the related situation, they have been unbanned in less than 48 hours.
Yeah. Hang on. I'm going to check something really quick. You guys said they got rebanned. Let's check Dexerto. Let's check Dexerto real quick. So far, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, say, Nina Lynn has been banned on Twitch again, just days after being unbanned. Don't know how long. So yeah, 8 hours ago, today. So she got unbanned yesterday. She had a full day, and then she got banned 8 hours ago. Today. Let's see how long that lasts. Yeah, exactly, Robin. Let's see if tomorrow or Saturday we see a notice that she's been unbanned. Let's wait and see on that one. I'm gonna hazard a guess it's maybe 24 hours.
I made this post on Twitter calling out Twitch and its CEO, Dan Clancy, because right here, this is Zoe Spencer forcibly twerking on...
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it reversed. It was Zoe that was twerking on him, and it was Nina that was holding him. Sorry, I got the roles reversed in that.
Saeed, who was the victim of the situation, and also...
Dolben? Sorry, Rev. I'm sorry, Rev. Dolben? No. The minimum should be a perma. The minimum should be flat out a perma. These two cunts sexually assaulted a man, is suffering from PTSD from previous assaults and traumatized him because of that, and didn't even have the decency to immediately go, oh shit, I had no idea about your past, I'm so sorry, and immediately tried to make it up to him by like, okay, it was supposed to be a joke and they didn't know about his trauma. No, they just fucking laughed about it, and Nina made an absolute dog shit apology like 8 months fucking later. I think her apology came out 8 months later because people were calling her out on it. Because in an interview, yes, well, that's the interview I'm about to reference, Rev, and Rev may actually talk about that. When she was at like some kind of Twitch party, she basically called it like, you're a big, you gotta be a bitch to be crying about something like that. Or I'm paraphrasing, of course. But yeah, and when she was at on some other stream at a party or something, she said, for a guy to say I was sexually assaulted, you must be a bitch, something like that. Anything less than the perma is unacceptable. Anything less. She took part in sexually assaulting both of these two. Both of these two need to be permanent. Fucking both of them. If you committed a crime on stream. You literally committed a crime on stream, and you were unapologetic for it. Bye. Bye-bye. They both need to be permanent.
Saeed, who is the victim of the situation, and also Nina, who is putting him in a chokehold while this is happening. Feel free to share this tweet, but these are the individuals involved in the situation who are unbanned in less than 2 days. Now, Asmongold would call out Pokimane in this video he uploaded to his alt channel, Asmongold Clips, where he would call out Pokimane for not only platforming, but befriending people like Nina Lynn, and really having nothing to say about the assault allegations against her that got Nina Lynn and also that Zoe person banned on Twitch.
I'm sorry, I'm bracing myself because I'm gonna have to listen to her voice.
My type is the obeying type.
Yeah.
I need obeying. Shut up when you need to. Make sure my business is running good.
Whole time she's just sitting here giggling. Oh, girlfriend, you're so on fire. Oh, girlfriend, you're so extra. Yeah. Oh yeah, Pat, I know. That's coming back to bite her. Believe all victims. That was a statement Pokimane made. She made like a tweet that says believe all victims. Hey, Pokimane, are you talking about just the pretty female victims? Is that what you're talking about? You're just talking about all the pretty female victims so you can feel so righteous in your mansion? Like, I'm so righteous, I'm standing up for women victims?
What are you?
Don't you?
An idiot sandwich.
Don't insult Gordon. She's not an idiot, she's a fucking cunt. And she needs to be off the platform, she needs to be arrested.
Wallet's my wallet, my wallet's my wallet. Yeah, any girl you talk to better be your sister or your mom. Other than that, don't talk to them too much either. Location is
bobbing her head like a fucking bobblehead doll.
People have preferences?
Yeah. And then if we do fuck, it's for breeding purposes only. I swear to God.
Again, this was months after she assaulted the guy.
Brothers or homies, that's checking with me.
Well, I guess ever since she wasn't able to beat her brother, she needs a replacement.
Yeah. That's one thing that might come up here. Nina Lynn was on some other fucking show. I forget what it was. And she admitted on camera she beat her brother when they were growing up, when they were younger. She literally abused her brother when they were growing up until he left the house. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was like one of those, I don't know if it was a matchmaker show or whatever, but she flat out said on camera that she beat her brother. This girl is a fucking psychopath. She is a fucking psychopath. She needs to be off the goddamn platform. Twitch should not be platforming people like this.
Yeah, wait, what?
My little brother, he was like 6. I beat him until he was like 15 or 13. Child Protection Services came. We had to fly to China to evade the police.
Yeah. So she beat her brother from the age of 6 until 13 or 15, and actually fled the country country because CPS was going to come take her brother from the home and try and get him somewhere safe. And they actually fled the country to China.
FBI, open up!
What the fuck? I'm reasonably sure. Correct me if I'm mistaken. I'm reasonably sure that there isn't much of a statute of limitations on child abuse. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's not a statute of limitations on child abuse. Hey, police. Hey, FBI. You know her name. You know her face. You know where she lives. I'm guessing her address is probably public knowledge. Want to go hook her the fuck up now? She had just admitted on camera to committing child abuse. So not only is she a sexual assaulter, she's a child abuser. Flat out, Nina Lynn's child abuser. And if Twitch does not perma her off the platform, if this is just a temporary, like, 24, 48-hour fucking ban again, then Twitch not only platforms terrorists, not only does Twitch platform animal abusers, but then they will also be platforming child abusers. If she is unbanned, but bear in mind, she should have been nuked off the fucking platform back when this clip came out. Back when this clip came out, whenever this was, she should have been nuked off the fucking platform. So if she is not permitted with this latest one, then Twitch supports child abuse. There's no other way to look at it. There's absolutely no other way to look at it other than Twitch supports child abuse. Because she's unapologetic. She's completely unapologetic about beating her brother from the age of 6 to the age of 13 or 15. And actually was kind of like laughing about it when saying, yeah, CPS called, so we had to flee the country and go back to China. Bitch, you should have stayed there. This is just fucking sick.
So Pokimane goes and she tweets out some bullshit.
Yeah.
Believe victims. Now, let's go and look and see if Pokimane has made a tweet at all about the Nina Lynn, not a single thing.
Now, quickly in response to Asmongold's
viral
YouTube video about this situation, Pokimane then felt the need to respond to what's going on, where she said this on Twitter, saying, "I've gotten a lot of comments asking me to speak out on the recent news, and I didn't tweet sooner because I felt the focus should be on the victims and the allegations."
So that was a fucking lie.
Pokimane, don't pretend like you give a flying fuck about the victims. Don't even pretend like you give a fuck. Okay? Because when you had Nina Lynn on your little fucking, yap session, your little sexual assaulter goon session, where you were gassing up the fucking child abuser by going, go clean, and giggling when she's talking about wanting a literal slave instead of a partner. This is old shit. Don't forget that when she was on the Pokimane, that was post the assault, and the assault was 8 months ago. So don't even try and fucking pretend that you want the focus to be on the victims and the allegations. Don't even fucking try and pretend it, you fucking piece of shit LA streamer. No one believes you. Absolutely no one fucking believes you. You are just as shallow of a slut as she is. And everybody knows it.
But it also feels so wrong not to say anything. Frowny face. SA and harassment should be taken seriously regardless of the gender of the perpetrator or victim.
Really? Really? So that's why you were giggling and slay queening Nina when she was talking about wanting a slave instead of a partner? When you asked her what is your type of a man, and she basically laid out a slave in the worst sense of the word, and you just giggled and go, everybody's got a type. Really, and you're gonna try and say sexual assault and harassment should be taken seriously. Hey, bitch, take your own advice. You were giggling and slay queening this abuser on your own show when she actually detailed out assault and harassment. You want to try again?
There's already so much shame associated with speaking out on these experiences, when in reality, the shame should lie with the abuser.
Yeah. Do you know why there's so much shame associated with speaking out on these things? Is because people like you, people like Nina Lynn, if the victim, especially if a male victim speaks out, people like Nina Lynn, who you back up, you laugh and go, haha, what a little bitch. He's a little bitch if he's saying he gets abused. So why aren't you calling that out? You're contributing to the shame with what you did on your own show. You contributed to it by gassing her up and acting like you were agreeing with her. When you were before, you were like all about believe all victims, but there you are celebrating with the abuser, laughing and giggling in support of the abuser. Dumbass.
If I'm ever slow to comment on these things like this, it's because these situations bring up a lot of emotions from my own past traumas, which I don't know if I'll share publicly. I hope this makes my stance clear. Heart emoji. So basically, this whole situation happens, and Pokimane is the victim. Can you believe?
Because of course she's making herself the victim. Because of course. Is anyone surprised she's going, I'm actually the victim in all this? Don't you feel bad for me? Don't you want to give me more money? I'm the victim. Is anybody surprised by this?
This, ladies and gentlemen, the comments are not really viewing her that well. So Nux says, our word is bad. Now let me tell you how I'm the victim.
No, God, please, no, 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 no.
And then Madam Savvy points out a previous post that I think is very important to this entire situation. So a few months ago...
Wait. I remain the only victim of Pokimane to this day to have her comment hidden by Pokimane herself. People believe victims, but wants me silenced and now makes other people's pains about herself. And the comment is, Pokimane gave me AIDS and kicked my salamander.
I think is very important to this entire situation. So, a few months ago, Pokimane came out and said, believe all victims. Because evidence and legal process, anything like that, who cares? Believe all victims, Pokimane says. Well, the only hidden reply from this entire situation, where people were memeing on her, right? Madam Savvy says, Pokimane gave me AIDS and kicked my salamander. She hid this reply. It's the only one. There are people in the...
And at what point is Pokimane gonna realize she fucked up? She just singled out one of the most glorious of internet autists, who is very good at digging up information. Savvy's the only one. And holy shit, is she good at getting information and finding information. So you just pissed off an autistic investigative internet reporter. Good job.
Quotes, and in the replies as well, accusing her of R-wording them. But this is the only one she hid. Very, very weird stuff, but the replies on her recent post, I mean, it's brutal. Get back in the kitchen.
Ouch.
Did you decide to finally say something because Asmongold called you out?
Yes. Yes, she did. Without question. That's why she said something. It's because Asmongold called her out. When I talked about this the other day. Asmongold is basically the voice of the internet at this point. If Asmongold puts you in his crosshairs on something, you better hope it's for something good, because if it's for something bad, you're fucked.
100%. 100%. You're only talking about this because people called you out. You're a fake millionaire trying to get internet points, and even after all of that, you still had to make it about yourself. How the F did you even get popular?
She's pretty. That's it. That is literally how Pokimane got popular. She's pretty. That's it. Point blank. She has a pretty face, she has nice tits, and she has a nice ass. That's how she got popular. But she got in on the ground floor with Twitch, and so she's had, she got in, I think, before the OF girls really started, flooding into Twitch and really showing off their tits and ass. Pokimane got in ahead of that, and she's, always has her makeup looking really nice, and she's a very pretty girl, and she was able to cultivate her simps before the flood happened. That's literally how she got popular. No, she wasn't, Garrett. I made the exact same mistake you just did, Garrett. I thought she was too. We're both wrong. I was corrected on that. That is someone else entirely. But I thought it was her too. I was very wrong. No, she got in on the pretty girl streamer at the beginning of it, and she was able to cultivate her simps and retain them literally because she's just pretty. And she pretends like she's nice and personable. That's it. Yeah, Dragon's Egg, she's boring, but for the simps that only care about her looks, she's perfect.
That's my question. How did she get popular? But of course, there's some further clips where Asmongold has commented on this situation, and this person, as you can see, they made it so you can't download the clip, and I don't feel like screen recording, so we're gonna watch this together, okay?
Something else. What is this here? Pokimane talking about this. Oh boy, here we go. I've gotten a lot of comments asking me to speak on recent news, and I didn't tweet sooner because I felt like I should focus on the victims and the allegations, but it also feels wrong not saying anything. Sexual assault and harassment should be taken seriously regardless of the gender or the perpetrator of the victim. There's already so much shame associated with speaking out against these experiences, when in reality, the shame should lie with the abuser. If I'm ever slow to comment on things like this, it's because these situations bring up a lot of emotions from my past traumas, which I don't know if I'll share publicly. I hope this makes my stance clear. Here's the problem. Here's the reason why it feels inauthentic whenever Pokimane says this, okay? Is that people like this wait for the consensus, and then they give their opinion. Meanwhile, I watch it live. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad that she's spoken out about it, but I think that the reason why she gets a lot of hate is that I think that she tries to manicure her public image so much that it ends up damaging it. That's my advice. That's what I think that she does. And, if you just be a little bit more realistic, then that's it.
Very true. Now, I'm going to give you a disturbing update.
There it is.
Involving this Nina Lynn individual. She has been banned again. She was banned.
Wait. Oh, you were kidding when you said toast. Wait, making streamer disguised toast uncomfortable. Oh. I don't know if I've seen this clip.
For the essay of Saeed, and she was unbanned, and now she's been banned again for a different clip where she was being inappropriate with a streamer named Disguised Toast. I'm not going to play the clip because, again, it would get me banned or restricted in some way on YouTube, but she got banned again.
We'll look at it afterwards.
Who has multiple clips of them potentially, allegedly, S-ing another person, but they're given so many chances by Twitch. This is horrible. And Asmongold would add a comment onto a related post saying sexual assault on an editor is okay, but when it happens to a streamer, now she's getting banned again. This company has no principles and no guiding North Star of decision making. All they do is respond to vibes and clips on social media.
Even then, their responses are laughably pathetic. Like, that's a key thing to remember. They respond to vibes and clips on social media, but their responses are a joke. They're a fucking joke. Like, this girl participated in committing sexual assault against someone live on stream. There is video evidence of her confessing and admitting to child abuse. And all of a sudden Twitch decides, oh, okay, well, I guess they deserve a 24-hour ban. The 48-hour ban. So even Asmongold's statement here is all they do to respond to vibes and clips on social media is still lightweight. Because the response in and of themselves is horrific. The responses are tantamount to Twitch going, well, we have to do something, we have to do something because people are pissed, so we'll just do a 24-hour ban or a 48-hour ban and then call it all good. And that should tone things down. And now it looks like we actually did something, right? Same fucking thing with Hassan. When Hassan was basically cock-gobbling a terrorist on stream and playing literal terrorist propaganda on stream and saying America deserved 9/11 and saying that sitting senators should be killed and saying that the streets should run red with capitalistic blood and graphically describing eviscerating people like landlords, the most Twitch did was give him a 24-hour ban on his day off. So even this doesn't adequately express how horrible Twitch is in their responses. When their response for stuff like this is just 24 hours off. And that's it.
He's right. And all of this is really, like, all the people I've been talking about the last couple of days, dude, this post, it's them in a nutshell. And we talked a lot about Valkyrie, whatever her name is. Recently, she made a post saying that for the rest of her life, she plans to probably not have kids, play video games, stay attractive, and make money.
Bunny, I got news for you. Time doesn't give a fuck about what you want. You will get old. Your hair will go gray. You will get wrinkles. Your titties are gonna sag. Your pussy's gonna get all dried up and crusty. That's why VTubers are queens. We will never get old, and our pussy will always be soft, smooth, and supple. But good luck with that plan of just play video games, stay attractive, and make money.
That's a devil talking, dude. Yeah. This sounds like a very, very, very... Let me get the mic close. Very miserable life. This is a very miserable life.
Yeah.
Don't be like this. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah, chat, you know what we're witnessing? We're witnessing the beginning of the fall of the LA streamers. All of these LA streamers are their pretty empire is crumbling down around them in real time. Everyone is looking at all of these LA streamers and going, y'all are a bunch of pieces of shit. The time of the LA streamer is coming to an end. We are seeing the rise of the Texas streamers. That's what we're seeing. All of the LA streamers' popularity is nosediving, and the Texas streamers' popularity is skyrocketing. And I'm here to see it. I am here for it.